Traffic alert out of Westfield. Mill Street will be closed starting Monday as part of the Cowles Bridge replacement project. Now, Mass DOT says the closure will be at the end of Mill Street and the intersection of South Maple Street. It will allow for staging of the crane as construction continues in the area to build a new bridge and rebuild the intersection. Construction has been ongoing for years in that area. It's all part of a $14.2 million project replacing the original bridge built in 1916. The old bridge has been taken down, and the new bridge will have wider roads with added turning lanes, crosswalks, and even a bike path running under the bridge once completed, as well as a new curved intersection between Southwick Road, South Maple Street, and Mill Street. We're told the project is on schedule and is expected to be completed this fall. In the meantime, the closure of Mill Street will last for about 2 months.